fit even a good comment, where I can even grade them F. I can't find it. As I usually say, being a former professor or teacher, professors what they call teachers in the US, university teachers, if I would just ask the administration to leave, that's what I would have done. If Tinu were to be in my class, I'd just ask him to go and find another school, or just go and learn something else.
Well, so it looks like you're aligning with the MDC presidential candidate who is also urging Mr. Tinubu to retire. But it's not a practice in this part of the world that we see politicians get to just resign just like that.
No, I'm not asking him to retire. I'm asking him to go back to school so that he can go and obtain his primary and secondary school certificate.
He's educated. I know he has a degree from the University of Chicago.
We don't know that.
Let's stay with the issues, Mr. Sowore.
We don't know that the person who obtained the degree is Tinubu that is governing Nigeria. That's the problem.
So, yes, you've found a few things, and I want to perhaps take you up on some of those issues, even though I do not hold brief for the government. The macroeconomics, on the macroeconomic side of things, we are doing so well. The CBN was awarded as the CBN of the year in the UK. That's a global recognition. And so on the macro side of things, everything looks good. The numbers, the GDP.
No, please. I don't want you to. Anytime.
I'm in the question so that you can respond to all of them. So it looks good. And the government is holding that. You know what we are doing well? Very soon it will translate to the micro side of things. You've mentioned health. The government would argue that, President Tinubu is not the first president to go abroad for medical tourism. His predecessors have always done that. Senators, ministers, and even governors have done that. You mentioned education, for instance. The government could draft, for instance, and say, we are helping students with their fees. That's a means of perhaps applying some sort of policies for the effects of removing fuel subsidy. So I wonder if you think all of this don't hold us up,
They don't hold up. When people want to come to power in Nigeria, when they are contesting for office, they specifically make promises. And so maybe we should start by judging the current administration over the promises they made. In fact, Tinubu made it clear in the area of power sector that if you are not getting 24 hours of electricity by the time I'm done with the first tenure, don't vote for me again. We are very close to the end of the first tenure. So he has failed in that power sector. He has failed in the education sector because there are still 13 or more million kids who are out of school. You haven't been able to fix that. You are giving student loans to people who already can't even afford to pay for it. You are using their own loans, your own resources and revenue to give them money to go to school. Even America that started it is looking for a way out of giving loans to people because it's distress. Instead of giving grants, scholarship, and building more schools, they're not building anything. So when you want to deceive Nigerians, you want to deceive people, you start breaking economies into macro and micro level, and you say that the Central Bank of Nigeria got an award from somewhere in the UK. The central banking system is not a Nobel Prize award situation where if your central bank gets an award from any of these award-winning organizations in the UK, which I'm sure you don't even know where they came from, it doesn't mean anything if your people are hungry, if your monetary policies are in shambles, if your currency is weak, if your job market is tanking, or your inflationary system is rubbishing your people's quality of life. What are we talking about? We've always heard this before, that the central bank got an award somewhere, and at the end of the day, when we are done with the central bank governor of that same period, you send the central bank governor to jail for having committed massive economic crimes. So please, let's just be serious for once and stop, showing all this, they got an award from here, they rebase the economy. Don't break any macro. It's not as if I don't understand micro and macroeconomic theories, but I want to pin it down to the quality of life of the Nigerian people. Are you doing well? Are you doing better than you were 3 years ago? The answer is no. So there goes your macroeconomic policy and your central bank awards.
Yeah, I'm sure you understand micro and macros because that's you're a presidential candidate. And,
I'm not saying I don't understand that, but we're discussing.
I'm not debating that. I'm sure you do. I just confirmed. I just said I'm sure you do. What I'm saying in essence is that there are good and bad sides, which you've highlighted. But let's talk about what I have followed on your platform that you propose. I'm a bit curious, so that we'll break it down. So, listening to Taiwo Edele, who is the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, and the data available shows that Nigerian unemployment number, based on the ILO standard that they brought in a few years ago, is about 5%. I don't know how that helps policymakers, but that's what we have to deal with. But we also have the poverty numbers from the Nigeria Development Update from the World Bank keeps it at 763. Some say it's 70, but the minister, I think he said it's about 70. So his deduction, inference, says that if we have unemployment, that number, and then we have this number of poor people, whether it's income poverty or multidimensional, which is accessibility poverty, it shows that we have a lot of working poor people, which has to be addressed. I'm saying, giving this background to what you will do, because you said, correct me if I'm wrong, that if you become president of Nigeria,
yes,
you will make the finance minister, AI will be our finance minister. I'm a bit lost. So maybe you can help Nigerians understand what you mean by that.
You should not be lost. What I'm saying is that the word AI is artificial intelligence. And I am going to get rid of all this overhead of people who drive SUVs to go to work for a job that can be done by artificial intelligence. What is the job of a finance minister? He goes in there, they discuss monetary policy, they discuss fiscal policies, and then mostly in Nigeria, the job of a finance minister is to pay contractors and take his own cut out of it. I'm saying mostly. And attending meetings and explaining, I'm saying that I can sit somewhere, have an AI model that can do most of that work. I would say 70 to 80% of it, especially on the side of, tabulating revenues, ensuring that payments are received and paid. And at the same time, not only will they get rid of the office of the finance minister, most of the job he's doing, is also going to help us with auditing. So we will not need an auditor general of the federation. We won't need an accountant general of the federation. All these offices can be merged together by AI. I am explaining to you that in view of where the world is headed, to cut off most of this overhead, I am going to now waste my time on these civilians who are walking around and giving lectures and seminars over economic systems that are not working, by concentrating a lot of the work that can be done with the help of an AI. A country, I think Albania, actually has an AI minister, a minister that is called, I think, Aurelia or something, whose job is to assist with a lot of their AI needs. There's also, in the UK, a minister is assigned to handle AI. And don't forget that I'm one of the first persons to invent the internet, to the extent that some 20 years ago, I came to Nigeria, or 15 or 17 years ago, I said that everybody who is still publishing physical newspapers should move online. They made fun of me. Look at where we are today. I don't know the last time anybody saw a physical newspaper. So we have come to a different industrial revolutionary period, and artificial intelligence is going to drive that period. And each time there's an industrial revolution, the world becomes a better place. And if you doubt what I'm telling you, you should look at what is prevailing in the world. In fact, I think in the next 5 years, this conversation will become obsolete in the next 3 years as to whether the role of AI. Yes, a lot of people still want to see the old faces of their bureaucracy. I want to get rid of them. That is where the idea came from. And I want to say finally that there are now economic models that are built around AI, around these new industries that will fetch you more revenue than our crude oil, whatever we've been used to. So you better get ready for it. I know that when Sowore comes to say something, everybody will just critique it simply because they think I'm crazy. And then one day, they'll come to realize that I was right. In 2019, just want to say briefly, I was the one who told Nigerians to embrace the cannabis industry as a product that can generate revenue. They said, oh, they still want to burn in it. Canada now makes $4 billion every year from cannabis. And my proposal was cannabis in the sense of medicinal cannabis, around which refineries can be built and billions of dollars can be generated, which is where the rest of the world is. So you better listen to Sowore now so that you can have a better future.
Your ideas are quite outlier. They are very radical.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people are used to a very radical idea. And I'm thinking to myself, if Sowore becomes president of Nigeria, what kind of president would Omar Sowore be? Now, maybe you answer that question in answering my main question.
Yes.
What kind of president will Omar Sowore be? But significantly, when it comes to corruption, which you hate so much,
yes,
how would you combat corruption? Because over-invoicing, kickbacks, corruption is one of the biggest problems we have. Even though we have insecurity issue, even in security itself, there is a bit of corruption as alleged that people don't use some of the funds or don't release the funds that are needed. You can go on and on. So, what kind of a president will Sowore be? How will Sowore tackle corruption? Because we need a president that can tackle corruption fiercer.
Yes. So exactly what led us to this conversation. You see, the biggest thing with corruption in Nigeria is that you allow corrupt people to have access to your wealth or your revenues. The first way to deal with corruption is to ensure that that access is cut off. You cut off the oxygen from corruption because your invoicing system, your payment system, your office attendance system, your payroll, your staff strength is all technologically monitored. So you cannot come and tell me that you have. Let me give you an example of police. You know, I know police a little bit, and they know me a bit. Nigeria claims to have over 310,000 policemen today. But when I was fighting for them or fighting against them, we discovered that there are only 210,000 policemen in the Nigeria police force. So you have over 100,000 policemen that don't exist or exist but are ghost workers. Some of them are abroad. What they do is that somebody is right here in Nigeria, who are their bosses, collecting the salaries and sharing it amongst themselves and giving a little bit to those ones who have left or who have died, who they refuse. This is something technology can do overnight, you know. They say, look, you know, you just give every policeman a number and a barcode, and the only way you can collect the salary is if you can present that barcode. It shows your biological information, and you can get paid. It shows when you attend work and when you don't attend work. I'm just giving that. What I'm trying to say is that preventive measure is number one. What Nigeria has been doing with corruption is the enforcement part, you know, and because it's popular to handcuff a person or to hear that one big man has been arrested and he's on his way to the EFCC or the EFCC has invited somebody. Nigerians love that, and it is because they know what corruption has done to them. So the first thing is to prevent the thieves from getting their hands on your revenues, your resources. If that is taken care of, we can go to enforcement. And with enforcement, I will introduce special courts. There's no reason somebody stole 8 billion naira or 20 billion naira or 200 billion. Now they're stealing trillions. And the trial takes 8 years. And by the time you are done with the trial, all the witnesses have died, or they have some of the witnesses that are even working, that are supposed to testify against them, have been employed by them, or they are the ones now paying their dues and their pensions. You have completely destroyed the enforcement and the judicial part of fighting corruption. And the last part of it is, like I have said, you know, is to shame corrupt people. And it might be a little bit outlandish, but it would be great to have a museum of national thieves in this country, where if somebody stole so much money, we can confirm that, you know, no matter who he is in society, people can go and look at them and say, oh, this is the guy who made it impossible for us to have education. This is the guy who made it impossible for us to have roads. But the most important thing is for us to stop doing our businesses in opaque manners, deploy technology lightly to ensure that everything we are doing is transparently clear to everybody. A contractor is known, and whomever is the contractor, the business is known, the board members of the businesses are known, and how payment is made can be done with true blockchain technology, so that we can track every dime that is paid out. And if there's somebody who's getting paid twice, your technological system will flag it before they get paid twice or get paid 20 times. Yes.
It sounds good listening to you, and I mean, we hope to see that kind of Nigeria. Mr. Sowore, there are a lot of things to engage you on. There's the Shoestays case, there's the Mary Abdullah case, which you've also, given your perspectives on. But let me just perhaps bring in something else, which some people are asking, what exactly is happening to your protests and your following? Because there are those who question your protest. They say that it's not organic. In fact, some say that your protest most times is what we call in this part of the world RNG. And I covered one of them, one of the end bad governance protests, where after the protest, a few of those protesters gathered somewhere for perhaps settlement. So I'm wondering, what exactly is going on with your protest and your following?
I want to correct it, and I want you to not just be very casual about accusing us of paying protesters.
It's what some people are saying.
No. You said you cover it. If you cover it, provide the evidence.
Yes, I've covered one.
So that means you have evidence that you saw us paying protesters to go and protest. You should present it to the public. Otherwise, you leave doubts in the organic nature of the work we do. That's number one. Secondly, that's why I said don't be flippant or casual about it, because this is a major thing. The NBAC governance. Wait. I understand what you're trying to do, but that's fine. Second is that the NBAC governance protest we are talking about happened in 2024. It was one of the largest protests that took place in this country. It happened in Kano, in Kaduna, in Lagos, Abuja. I mean, all of you have the footage. Journalists were attacked by Jota because it was a protest that went on for days. It was that protest that led to the treason trial of underage kids in Kano, and even in Borno State, where they just recently, the Court of Appeal just quashed a judgment of a lower court sentencing those guys. Are you suggesting that all those guys, the 14-year-olds, were paid to be tried for treason, or they're concerned about their country? The second thing I want to mention is that, just understand, the nature of protesting has changed. Yes, there's physical protest, but protesting happen in more than one way these days. Before, the only way you could protest is to carry your placards and go all over the place. But now, if we call for a protest, most of it is even happening online. The entire country or the diaspora can participate in one protest. So if someone is participating in a protest online, on Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, you are suggesting that we pay all of these people. That's not correct. So people protest in more than one way. And what protests represent for us is resistance against whatever policy we are against. I was the one who organized the 2019, alongside my friends, 2019 revolutionary protest that happened in 26 states. We started the NSAS protest in 2020. It was highlighted by Revolution Now. We did the 2024 NBAD governance protests across this country. We've done several other protests, sometimes online. We have done protests on Zoom. I think maybe there's some catching up that journalists need to do. And by the way, there will be a protest tomorrow, which is the revolutionary protest of August 5. We do that every year. The one of 2024, the NBAC governance protest in 2024, was also the remembrance of revolution of August 5. So, because I was arrested on August 3rd, 2019, and every year ever since then, even when we couldn't have many people, we protested. So protest is no longer limited to people going around physically protesting. Protest has evolved and decentralized and we have gained more impact in protesting than.
We're totally out of time. Great conversation always with you. But 30 seconds. I'm wondering, we've known you from when you were University of Lagos. We have your record of fighting for democracy, even in the face of the military. One wonder, is it that you rejected a national honor or you've not been given a national honor at any time? Why don't you have a national honor? But I feel that you deserve a national honor.
If anybody proposes and include my name in this national dishonor, I'll sue the person for as much as my reputation can take. I am not interested. Generally, I hate awards, and because awards have been bastardized in Nigeria, so on a personal level, I hate awards. So I don't need a national honor. I didn't start protesting because of national honor. I started protesting because of national, personal dignity for everybody in my country. So they can keep their national honor to themselves. I don't need it. And you can quote me any day that I don't need a national honor. Even when I die, if anybody gives me a national honor, I'll come back alive and make them, retrieve it back.
Sowore, AAC presidential candidate. Always a delight to talk to you. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Davido, Mona Tagan. Today na my birthday. Davido. Mona send me gifts. Tenny, they say I resemble you. Look my face well, no Tenny. Look my face well. They say I look like you. Be like I be that your sister when we say they me so. Mona send me money. Very black man. The Wahala lady for Port Harcourt birthday na today. My president, Mona bless me. Don Jazzy. Today na my birthday. Mona send me money. JJ, my mentor. The only man will encourage me to give me the confidence to do content. Today na my birthday. Send me money. Mona dey tag them. This thing.
Our dear AIG, sir. No. I don't think you will like this video. I don't think you will take this from VDM. Not the only VDM, not be the expose you again. Your own fellow policemen for party, don't go expose your secret to give very dark man. And you still say you don't want to answer VDM. No, nah. If you see evidence with the pack, give VDM. If you see evidence, document. Dear AIG, you must answer very dark man for this one. Because this matter don't pass the way you think. You know if you just sit down there, they grant interview, they talk, say you don't want to answer very darkness man. You need to answer him. Because the evidences laid against you now is much. Not be the one where you feel no. Party now can release their own documents come out where very dark man post say the one where you present give them when they transfer Ahmed come their side say it different from waiting their investigator. Hey, see exposure. And also they say they don't go confirm for immigration hand say Ahmed not that time when that might happen. How you can't get your own investigation? Jesus Christ. And again, hey, you not go like this one oh. They also said they go check the different bank accounts where Ahmed they use. They not see where Ahmed for do transfer. Whoa. How Ahmed go to do transfer and give the people where send message? I've been afraid they run out for Ahmed. I don't understand. Basically, they run my matter free without saying not do transfer. And Ahmed no also data. JIG, you need to call very dark matter order. Make it. See, you need to challenge them more. Not just keep quiet like that because if you keep quiet, it be like say you do one. It looks like, it can't be like say you do it because the evidence when you say you get for hand, he say if you present her, you go by yourself, put your UD for you go just they run, they go, they not go see you. And you go because of VDM leave office. You don't trust a VDM too small, you know, it's too so low. To go down to answer VDM, you need to stoop so low. You need to stoop so down. You need to stoop so very low. Answer this very dark man. Because the evidence is where Panty when they lay the give you back. Yes, so it be like evidence on allegation, one caller, anyone, but you need to come defend yourself. Because if you see the documents, now they show for my screen, so they are much, sir. Answer VDM. Where is Bode? Where Bode day for Germany? Now Bode Germany with the year. We don't know his name. We don't. If VDM say no picture, no name. Where that Bode matter come theater inside the issue? Very dark man. This your evidences. If AIG ready for you, you need to tell AIG I need to get all these evidences. So, because AIG, why you don't want to answer VDM if I say make I ask? It's as if you did this thing, or I made fair offend you because you want punish happen. Get what if it happen between you and me when you consider that this very time that you take hold now. Because that person will be say you don't do something, just dey one place. It is over for what you not do. I be do you need to answer now. Not put us for we just call this suspension. We don't even know what to think again. AIG, Jim or sir. Now they said you are not done with your investigation according to you waiting for the release, but you can't go through and make her for inside Koje. Can't go put her for prison. Can't go give her lifetime prison. No, nah. How did you come about that? When the investigation is not yet concluded, that they will just sentence person. AIG, sir, you need to answer VDM because all these things VDM call they tell us now. We don't know why even can't answer the whole question again. Where is Bode that one did there? I made not that time. Then I they not see money where I made transfer. Who can run the matter? Tell us how you to investigate your because maybe your investigation are FBI now you use or the international bodies now you use. But just try to tell us Jehovah Nigeria. Person not data, they say they do something. They not see transfer for your account, they say they do something. I don't understand though. And when I never conclude the investigation, they sentence her. That's so Nigeria till they work again because me don't understand. Don't wanna let us know now. In so Nigeria justice system till they work. AIG sir, if you know answer VDM, it's like you did it or you just want to accept say all what VDM talk. Not true. And I don't want to believe how to be so. Because now you're supposed to fight for this Nigeria, for the state, for the country as a whole, if any issue there. Not be say that issue will call the fight you now. Now you're supposed to fight against issues. I be my people, I want to talk. I don't confuse. Oh God, my head one boss, Jimo. I beg, sir, answer us on this issue. Because this way party can release come out so. It choke.
All right. We always encourage journalists to enter the courtroom and find the space so that they can observe these things firsthand. And I want to reiterate again because we know that all the journalists will be in court, the DSS will go and write a report and send it to the journalists, and you see something completely opposite of what happened. But that's not our problem. We have a way of telling our own stories. So what happened in court today was the prosecutor or persecutor, as he has now appropriately been named, came to court that despite the error of the registrar of the court to provide a vital document for defense, that he wants the case to be foreclosed. Don't forget that that's been the tactic from day one. They want to foreclose the case. They even foreclosed over 30 lawyers by asking them to kneel down in court. We asked the judge to remove his hand. He refused. Reason being that they have already had a plan with him. They still told me today that they have agreed with the judge to send me to prison. Yes, I was told. That was the reason why the judge sent me to Kuje, just because I missed one court appearance. One. And the lie they keep telling in court is that we are the ones who have been adjourning the case. Whereas we have been diligently participating in this case. You have cases of corruption, billions of naira, that have been around since 7 years ago. They have not concluded it. Yaya Bello's case has been going in this court now for almost since 2023. He's a senator. They have not, he's trying to become a senator. But when it comes to Sowore, suddenly a judge who is supposed to be on vacation refused to go on vacation. And a lawyer, being a senior advocate of Nigeria, and a senior lawyer, well-respected lawyer, who is also an activist, like, we don't want to hide it, came to court and he couldn't take the insult anymore. And he told the prosecutor when he said this is dilatory tactic. He said dilatory. What is the meaning of dilatory? I see that's the only grammar left in the dictionary. What is dilatory tactic in coming to court
asking you to bring us the best witnesses we have. The witness ran away, the DJ of DSS. We bent backwards, over backwards, to say he can bring anybody from his office. The man standing there is the one they brought today. Nobody even know if he's in DSS or not. But we were ready for them. But we needed documents because the law is very clear. You can't accuse somebody of a crime and refuse to let the person defend himself. That's what they're trying to do. The only thing they want is foreclosure. To inform the court that no, you can't keep insulting our whole legal team and the Nigerian people who are following this case, both locally and internationally, that we are not fighting this case. We have 20 witnesses that has not been called. Bring your witness. Let's interrogate them. You say you want to foreclose. So that's what happened in court today. And the judge, who hitherto had refused all this while to even go on vacation, said he cannot continue the case. Let me use this opportunity to call on him that everything has cast. That's how they say it in Nigerian language. Everything don't cast. Let the judge just remove his hand and stop threatening Olumide Physical with I'm going to refer you to the necessary. This is not a marketplace. If you don't fight in the court, where do you fight? Marketplace. If you want to go and fight in market, let's go and fight the case at Wuse Market. We'll go there.
As the ANC presidential candidate,
yes.
What's your call to Nigeria looking at the state of the nation? Let me use that word.
Our call to Nigerians is that you have seen it. Yesterday, the list of presidential candidates were released in this country. Yes. I'm number 2 on the list. Our party is number 2 on the list, African National Congress. Only 19 presidential candidates of 22. I think 3 of them did not submit presidential candidates. I know of one that submitted the name of a presidential candidate that will not participate. I know of 2, but that's a conversation for another. But the presidential candidate of the APC, the All Progressive Congress, did not go to primary school. He did not go to secondary school. He only presented one paper from Chicago State University, which was different from the paper he presented in 1999, which was University of Chicago. Now he has downgraded it to Chicago State University. You get my point. And we're advising him, it's not too late to take advantage of adult education. Let him go back to primary school, secondary school, online. He had a minister in this country who, after she was appointed as a minister, went and did NYC. So that's no big deal. But in going back to school, he should go back to school and let serious people contest for the presidency. But on a serious note, we are asking Nigerians to understand the precariousness of their condition and situation. These guys have come to destroy your country. And we are the only ones standing between them and the final evisceration of Nigerian people. And on August 5, which is our annual date for reminding ourselves of the need for a revolution, we will all be out across the country for Revolution Now 5.0. We started Revolution Now in 2019, and everybody in Nigeria has come to the conclusion that we need a revolution, including even the guys who they bring to court every day, the DSS people. We have more than 5. I'm not like one of these guys who didn't go to school. Yes, we have over close to 10 focal points, of which we have told you we have security as a priority, we have power as a priority, education as a priority, healthcare as a priority, the economy as a priority, fighting corruption as a priority, food security, agriculture as a priority. We have technology. We want to introduce brand new technological economy that will take Nigeria from being what it is today to become a competitor in the world, in the modern world. Are you getting my point? So, we have discussed power, we've discussed security, we have discussed education, we are talking about healthcare. We have discussed a living wage, and we are the only people in this country that told you that we want 500,000 to become the minimum wage in Nigeria, because there's nobody who can live less than 500,000. We are even ashamed to be saying it. We have discussed infrastructure. That's number 8, right? We want tourism to become a major. Nobody should be going elsewhere in Africa other than Nigeria, because there's nothing we go to look for anywhere else in the world that you don't have in Nigeria. If you don't have it in the east, it will exist in the north or the south. If it is river you are looking for, you can swim from here to New Jersey. The Atlantic Ocean is there. But how do people come to this country if we are not secure? If you don't have electricity, you don't have infrastructure, you can't trust your police. You have now abandoned the police to the point that you are expanding in Nigeria. You are expanding the number of divisions of the Nigerian army, but you are not increasing the number of divisions of police, because the police has become completely rendered useless. So we are back to some quasi-military role. Access to justice is one of, and that is why we came to this court and we keep coming to this court, because we come, as we have always told you, not to expect justice from this court, but we bring justice to the courts, and that is what our lawyer did today. He brought justice to a judge who has no intention to deliver justice, and that was why you saw that tempers were flaring, because lives are at stake. Somebody cannot pretend to be a lawyer in a case in which you know that the people who are prosecuting have already made up their minds. They are just waiting for you, counting days. They have already written the judgment. He knew it. And they cannot just sit down there because that's how they kill Sowore in this country. It's the same way they killed Abiola in this country. They use the judges. We have sacrificed too many innocent people to this kind of conspiracies in our legal system. That's the reason why you saw that our judge couldn't just sit there. Our lawyer couldn't sit there and watch them carry out their shenanigans and we just be endorsing. Okay, we have 20 witnesses to go. It's just a simple document. The state judge approved document on the 27th. Registrar refused. Registrar didn't see. He didn't release. And we are telling the judge did not even ask the registrar, why did you not release this document as central to the defense of this case? They are not interested in defense. They just want to close case, collect their own money, and they did it to me in 2019. Arrested me, kept me for 5 months in DSS custody, charged me with treason, money laundering. They accused me in Nigeria of laundering my own money. Yes, they did Ofela before. And then what was that? This cyber crime was also introduced that I cyber bullied Buhari. And Falana told them, who was our lawyer, then said, if you say yes, we are going to bring Buhari to court too. And Buhari had ear infection at that time. So how do we do that? They removed those charges, downgraded the treason trial to your treasonable felony. But regardless, they seized my passport and kept me in Nigeria for 5 years. And they are continuing. Last year, the illegal Inspector General of Police got me arrested, got me charged before a judge here. They seized my passport until he was removed, and they removed. The moment that one was done, they took me to another court in December. And this judge. And before you knew it, he has sent me to Kuje for missing one trial. And one thing I want to tell you is that if I were to be in prison, you will get longer adjournments. But I'm in town, that must be day to day. The moment he sent me to Kuje, for the first time, he agreed to adjourn for a week or more. Even when we applied for bail, he said we should go and come back. I spent 11 days with 47 tuberculosis infected persons in Nigeria. And I keep saying, if Nigeria were to be a serious country, we have 47 people with tuberculosis in the country. That's a national emergency. But nobody even talked about it. The Minister of Health was happy that Sowore was there. The Minister of Justice was happy that Sowore was there. Last week, we came here for this case. The Minister of Justice ran to the place to come and defend the DG of VSS. Today now, he has refused to show up again. He returned it back to...
My passport is there.
Yes.
My passport is there.
Yes. Gololo's passport is there. And his phone. They still took his phone.
You carry SIM card.
But they give him SIM card. But they did him a favor because Gololo's better than the one that he went to prison with now. And by the way, finally, August 3rd, 2019 was when I was arrested by DSS in Lagos. Abducted by the DSS, flown to Abuja after 2 days in detention. The plane they used in bringing me to Abuja is the same plane I heard that general crashed in Kaduna. One small double engine plane like that is unserviceable. I remember when we were flying to Abuja, we would go up and then we would see banana trees and they would go up again for about an hour and a half. Nightmare. This country has to stop doing injustice to its people. And that is why we are here to stop it. We are willing to give it. I've said it before. I'm not pretending. Nobody's pretending, including our lawyers. They know what they have decided. They are just waiting for us to reach the date. The judge will say, you have offended the president and you should go to jail. And when they do that, they say Sowore cannot run in the election. And we are here to defeat them in this election. That's the plan. We knew it. I've been told several. In fact, somebody still came and told me this morning that the reason they are charging me is because I refuse to apologize to Tinubu. For what? You understand? Did I apologize to Buhari? It is Tinubu that should be apologizing to the Nigerian people for presenting himself for an office he's not qualified for. Are you getting my point? He's the one that should be apologizing on a daily basis for presenting himself as a person who is worthy that he knows he's not worthy of. And what did they say? Is a kind that I called him a criminal. Atiku called him a forger. And they dropped Baron yesterday or day before yesterday. Let them go and carry Atiku now. Yes, let them go and carry Atiku.
Evidence now water. This IG go they wonder say like who they supply very dark man with all this evidence when the guy they bring out back to back. The man go they wonder because see evidence now choke. Very dark man back evidence as he say they go live they won't go read book. So the man go they wonder, the AIG go they wonder see who they supply this man with evidence with all these book when they carry so. I'm going to tell you, for very dark man to stay focused, stay bold, Boldness, oh, this one are massive boldness, oh. They call an AIG. Still they tell them, say, you are not worthy to be a policeman, not to talk of an AIG. You suppose not say, you get within the boast in morale. You get within the ginger and when they give a damn mind, say, yes, I did right of waiting at the talk. You know understand? Because if you watch her now, the matter they play so now, the AIG himself now, he won't judge himself by himself. Like he won't judge his own case by himself. And which is not supposed to be so. Now, because a lot of people now they say, very dark man, they fear the interview. Why do you fear the interview? The man they tell you, say, as long as say that this AIG now they control Lagos, and Lagos are for sending me this invitation, and all those police, everybody, they under this man. Meaning say there is nothing they are not going to do to favor this man. They must do everything possible to favor this man. You know understand? That's the reason why the young man tell you, say, he's not going to that invitation. He's not going to honor the invitation. But say, if not Abuja, at least they should bring somebody who is higher, which the IG they higher. You know understand? And now, normally, now IG is not supposed to look into this matter. But me, I don't know why the IG keeps silent. And she say, not know what they play. Because normally, now, they need to treat this matter. They need to treat this matter. Because if you watch them, it feels like they just want to cover this thing up. Somebody complain about something because in the AIG, so which means it's above the law or what? When I can't invite person when lady complain. You know understand? Now the guy is bringing out a whole lot of evidence now to let you people know. And I know that the more I think I read this evidence now they show, automatically the AIG, the IG, everybody is watching this video. Everybody they watch the video when the guy they bring all those evidence when he say he get. And most of all those evidence now
on your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate we shall stand. Here is for Lagos. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, Bola, on your mandate, we shall stand.
Not be the same people who talk say very dark when they support APC. I be really and the war for APC. No be the same Mario and then Dimumu with they sing on your mandate. And then be the people where they talk say very dark when they war for APC. No be the same Dimumu go print banner, put video and face. Tag them as APC too. No be the same person, now they sing on your mandate. Nigerians, when I don't see them, the very dark man hands are clean. All the accusation where did they accuse very dark man? This Dimumu and Mario, VDM is innocent. Now these same people don't use their hand, shoot themselves for leg. They are the one now supporting the APC. They are the one will be the real APC too. Now these two people. Where they call VDM APC too, where they talk say VDM is working for APC. Now them be these people now. When they see how life be. When they see how life be. I don't talk this and I said, if you they believe this thing where this Dimumu and Mario, they always come online, they talk about very dark man, you they deceive yourself. Now they say you don't get sense. If you they believe these two people, you dey fool yourself. If you dey follow these people don't care. They don't care about you. They don't send you message. They are only after their pocket, waiting they want job. I just wonder say if to say VDM no day, if to say very dark man no day. I wonder how Dimumu high for BM. I wonder Mario who for even know Mario. Now very dark man now if they even they revive Dimumu career because before VDM come, Dimumu nobody even know him again. After he go Big Brother finish, come back, nobody know him again. Like in career, just they buy, they go. Now as VDN come, he can't use VDN, come be like say one take and revive in career. But in career never see revival. He's still struggling with this in career. Using VDN, they seek for relevance. Where we say no will ever forget. Look at it. On your mandate, you shall stand. When I will stand for that mandate, on a leg, in fact, when I go get leg pain. See Mario, nobody know that one. Now very that man, I make people come be like say they know who him be. Nobody know that one. Without VDM, these people they are nobody. That people with the support and they believe are they pitiful.
A series of videos circulating on social media from different renewed hope empowerment events linked to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu showing people receiving envelopes and cash gifts on camera has gone viral on social media. In one video, some voters were seen receiving envelopes before collecting their cards. In another, people were seen opening a huge bag filled with envelopes branded Bola Ahmed Tinubu Cash Empowerment Program. Let's take a look.
All right, Nigerians. Yeah, you see that video? That video you see is called Cash Empowerment from the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the event was carried out with one Senator Wahab Wasiu Sani, all right, by sharing cash to some Nigerians. Okay? Now, first of all, I want to ask, do you know, Nigerians, I'm talking to Nigerians, do you know that according to the Electoral Act Offences Commission, that this is a very gross crime? Because in the Nigerian election constitution, it is stated that whether before or even during the time of election, anybody caught inducing money to the people is supposed to face the law. It is a crime, a very gross crime, to share money. And even apart from that, they are even collecting their voters' ID card like individuals' property. Your voters' ID card is your property. They were collecting their voters' ID card. You see, like I always say, there is nobody in this whole planet Earth that can be a true leader when passing through the window to become a leader. Tinubu can never has anything to offer to the Nigerian people. This money they are sharing are remnants. Like remnant. You can imagine, where can we ask this question? Where are all this money coming from? Nigerians have rated close to 80% of poverty. 80% of the people of Nigeria are living in abject poverty. And they have cash like this. Cash like this to share. Now, ask the question, where are these cash coming from? When the Nigerian people are suffering, that is to say, this money they are sharing are remnants. That's remnants. That's what they have stolen to their gauge, and they are using the remnant to renew your hope against the next stealing for next 4 years again, another 4 years again, right? And yet we still have some Nigerians that comes out and say they want to support this administration, they want to support Tinubu. Well, to me, I always say, this election will really make us to know the numbers of crazy people, the numbers of mad people we have in Nigeria. Because the numbers that we vote Tinubu as president will show us the numbers of madness that we have in Nigeria.
Still, they wonder how VDM take get all this evidence against Moshood. Let me tell you something. When your cup don't full, even your best friend feels clear your matter. VDM made a statement and said, "Now police, they do police." But you know they hear because you people are full of hate. So watching VDM talk, nothing saying hype or whatever. I listened to that guy very careful. Before VDM go get all this evidence, now police go give VDM evidence against that guy because that guy don't too do. So guys, it's not about what you guys should be doing now. It's about holding that guy for broadcast because you don't too do. A lot of innocent people, if you don't buy for that man hand, and it is time for judgment day for a matter. So you see VDM, kudos to you. God will keep protecting you for us. Anything where they plan, they no go succeed because you are a good man. Keep excelling VDM.
How did Very Dark Man get this document? How did Very Dark Man get this document? Is this a public document? How? Who sent Very Dark Man this document? That's where the court should start from. It is not only Very Dark Man that will bear the consequences. Those idiots in the Nigerian office, in the Nigerian police force that sent this document to Very Dark Man, they are liable, they are collaborators with this criminal offense with Very Dark Man. Because Very Dark Man did not just get this document. I have just finished watching almost 30 minutes video of our darkest man. And while watching that video, I was just laughing in my mind. Publishing an investigative report of the police on a murder case that is still in trial is a criminal offense. It's a criminal offense and is trying to obstruct justice. Obstruct the justice system of the Federal Republic. Do you know when a person publishes a confidential information about a matter that is in court, it is a criminal offense. It is a criminal offense. It is like you are trying to obstruct the justice system of the courts. It is also you are trying to go in between the courts to try to paint a wrong narrative of the justice system, of the whole matter, and not allowing the courts to dispense justice. I don't know whether Very Dark Man know all this. And I don't know whether his lawyers are telling him that publishing and explaining a police investigative document, I don't know whether they're telling him that it is criminal. It is a punishable offense under the Constitution of the Federal Republic that it is criminal, and it is called contempt of court and sharing private confidential information of the police. It is a criminal offense. It is a criminal offense which is punishable. You can be fined, you can be jailed for this alone. For this shenanigan video you displayed, Very Dark Man can be jailed in Nigeria. And it's not a bailable offense. Maybe his lawyers refuse to tell him.
All your mandates we shall stand. All your mandates we shall stand. All your mandate, Bola. All your mandate.
I don't even know why shame they catch me self. See Mario, see as shame cover him for face. He not even fit sing the song with his full chest. And you have the guts to come out and criticize everything VDM does? Like seriously? Honestly, if VDM talks something and you no believe, nah, you sabio. I'm beginning to realize what he said at the beginning of this year when he said, and I quote, "This 2026, I will make you all look stupid." And many of these people have been proving him right back to back. See the same people who were calling him APC Tulo. See them now singing, "On your mandate we shall stand." Omo, the thing wey vex me pass be say they were singing the song in the dark. They still can't wear black like say na one bad thing them they do. Mario self can't they hide for one corner. So who is now the real two, huh? All those people saying he is working for APC. Una no go see this one, oh. One thing is, if you criticize with a heart full of hate, you will end up to yeye yourself. The way some people have been behaving on top VDM matter self, shame they catch me on their behalf. Especially that Madam Tracy. Every day she must talk about VDM this, VDM that. Going from one office to another, they ridicule herself up and down because of someone. Where she go feel born, oh. Some people no just get shame, sha. Now all those people where they talk about the NGO audits, we never hear any feedback from any of them, oh. All of them don't go hide for one corner. When VDM tells you that he can't be bought, just take it like that. Just see the way Mario they hide for one corner. Himself. Shame they catch him. What money cannot do for some people does not exist, oh. If you know that what you are doing is right, why not do it with your full chest, huh? I beg, Mona come out for here, Jare.
Guys, let's watch this video. You guys know that the police invited Very Dark Man to Lagos. VDM said he's not going. In girlfriends and other people begin talk, say, oh, he's scared, he doesn't want to go, but he go say, make this person go, he go do like this. Why is he scared of the police? Since he's saying get evidence, why can't he go there and talk to the police and all that? Say, even the police pleaded with him to come. Say you know, go honor the invitation. What is it that is making him scared that he should go and answer the police? So VDM made a video. I've not seen this video. I literally just saw it now, and I want to watch with you guys. So let's listen to him. Let's watch.
So the Very Dark Man, you should be scared of the AIG.
You should be scared of the AIG.
I have the full fact of the case. Everything about the case is here. Everything. But you see, this is the most important part. It is this report that exposed Jimoh Moshood. As you can see, this is a police investigation report from Panti. It is signed. You can see the police stamp, everything. This one is what exposed him completely. We are going to come to this, right? Let me show you the documents I have. This is the investigation of...
This is why we are snake for next.
This is the reason why Ahmed was arrested. It's this investigation and recommendation that made them arrest Ahmed. This nonsense that they did here. So let me tell you how well informed I am of this case. This is the suspect statement.
Okay.
This is suspect statement.
Okay.
This
so
is
they literally gave him.
This is suspect statement. This is suspect statement. This is suspect statement. This one self carries the stamp. This is Ahmed Tajuddin international passport. These are stamps, his travel stamps. This is his visas. Bro, I am well informed on this case. Don't play with me, man. I have everything.
Sorry. Do you know one thing I love about him when he's doing his own investigation? He comes with evidence. He go show you receipts. He go show you. So you won't have any reason to doubt him. He shows you receipts on what he's investigating. But the other people, where they try counter with you when they talk, they come with receipts. They will just come on what he said. VDM said this. Oh, for that, if you say this, come with receipts, come correct. They don't come correct. Sometimes when I watch their videos, I'm like, do you guys really rewatch your videos or you just zoom and put them there because you don't like them? They don't come correct. But it's hard for you to see any case where you sit on, where you go see reason. Like if you're a person where they're neutral, it go there hard for you to see in case, get something to say about them. Because he will always give you receipts. He will always show you receipt. But the people who don't want them, they don't come with receipts. And for that, I don't take them serious. Let's carry on.
Sorry. This is the affidavit that Babajide Akinloye signed to collect the dead body of Mr. Ademola Akinloye to stop the police from doing autopsy and investigating the matter. This is the bond he signed to collect the phone. This is the flight ticket of Ahmed Adjum. This is other statements. This is the petition that was written against Ahmed by the palace. Bro, I have everything of this case, everything, right? This is the first invitation that was sent to Ahmed. This is 2023. As you can see, the first invitation, 19th of May.
They give him everything.
Anyways, we'll get right into this case, right?
So now let's start. So this is the investigation report that led to the arrest of Ahmed Ajiro, right? And this is what exposed Jimoh Moshood. Now, we'll go straight to the important part of this investigation report. So first things first, let's go straight to the suspect, right? Because it is what the suspect said, and that was what the police relied on to arrest Ahmed, right? So let's read. We'll go to the important part, right? This is a statement by Fatai Fabu that was recorded, and this is where they recommended to the DPP. Now, he said, he made additional statements after Yusuf Ismaila, aka Barida, was arrested, that he was called by Kenny. Please take note of the name. That he was called by Kenny to send his account number, which he later did, and the sum of 500,000 naira was transferred into his account by Kenny for the job well done in killing Sheriff Salami. He was told that Al-Adi Ahmed sent the sum of 2 million naira meant for the killing of Sheriff Ishola Salami. That 4 of them participated in the killing, shared the 2 million naira. Now, this person is saying that Kenny was the person that Ahmed contracted and paid 2 million naira for the killing of Sheriff Salami. So it is this person that got the contract, Mr. Kenny. Please take note of the name. Kenny. Now, we'll now go to the statement of Barida. We'll go straight to the important part. He said the 4 of them all participated in the killing of Sheriff Aboro. And a few days later, Ahmed Adiro sent the sum of 2 million naira through body to them to share for the job well done. He said Body is currently living in Germany. If you remember, Fatai Fabu said they were contracted by a guy called Kenny. And it is that Kenny that Ahmed gave the 2 million naira. And it's that 2 million naira that they shared. The contractor is Kenny. Now, Badiga is saying Kenny, the person that contracted them is Body. So who contracted you guys? Do you understand? 2 people that participated in the murder of Sheriff Salami have 2 different answers. One is saying it is Kenny. The other person is saying it is Body. So who actually contracted you guys? We'll find out later. This Kenny and Body, we'll see what happened to them. Jimoh Moshood, man. Anyways, let's go to the finding. From the investigation so far conducted, the following facts emerge. So police have now concluded. So this is what they found out. This is what AIG Moshood found out from all the investigation he did. So we'll go straight to 4.2. That on the 26th of August 2024, Prince Ademola Akinloye, the son of the sitting chief of Ajiran Land, was also murdered in daylight. And the matter reported to the police, but investigation has not been concluded. There's a reason why I started from this. So he said that on the day Prince Ademola Akinloye was on the line on the 26th of August 2024, it was reported to the police, but investigation has not been concluded. Please put that at the back of your mind. Now again, we'll go to 4.11. That Fabo knows nothing on the killing of the late Prince Ademola Akinloye, and on that day, he was in Ibadan. He was not in Lagos, right? Now, Lagos. We go again. There's a reason why I'm making emphasis on this. Now, we go to 4.14. That Yusuf Ismaila, aka Bariga, confirmed to the police that himself, Fabo, Kenny, Mascot, killed Sheriff Abori on the order of Ahmed Ajiro, and he sent to them the sum of 2 million naira through Body, who is presently living in Germany for the killing of Sheriff Isola Salami. Right? Now we go down again. That both Shafi Fatai, aka Fabo, and Yusuf Ismaila, aka Barika, denied involvement in killing of Prince Ademola Akinloye. Now there's a reason why I kept on making emphasis on Prince Ademola Akinloye. Here's the thing. First things first, the police admitted, right, that the investigation have not been concluded. Fatai and Bariga have said they don't know anything about the death of Prince Ademola Akinloye. They don't know anything. Now let's go to the recommendation, right? The recommendation that they gave to DPP. This is the recommendation that made them go to arrest Ahmed, right? If you go down, you see, in the meantime, efforts are still much in place to unravel the suspect behind the killing of Prince Ademola Akinloye, the son of Oba and Detunji Akinloye, the Ojumu of Ajiran, Etiosa local government area of Lagos. Now, it is clear that they never did any investigation on who unalive Prince Ademola Akinloye. From this whole investigation report, Bariga, first of all, police admitted that the investigation had not been concluded. Secondly, the suspects, Bariga and Fabo, consistently denied that they don't have any knowledge whatsoever to who unalive Prince Ademola Akinloye. And the police also recommended that in the meantime, effort are still much put in place to unravel the suspect behind the killing of Prince Ademola Akinloye. So please make it make sense and explain to me why you people now pin the murder of Ademola Akinloye on Ahmed Ajiro. If the police are not on investigation, so what is the point? And now Jimoh keep on going and doing press conferences and saying that Ahmed is on multiple murder. That Ahmed literally, because what he was putting out there is insinuating that Ahmed committed multiple murder.
But meanwhile, your report clearly said that you did not investigate. But this one is not even important. Let's now go to the important part. This is what exposed him completely, right? This is the comprehensive investigative report from Panti. If you remember, this case, when Ahmed was arrested, they have already written a petition to the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji really want issue. Then this said, you know what, since you people are not comfortable with AIG Moshujimo continuing this case, you people should take it to Panti. So the IG now gave Panti the authority to investigate the whole case. So they collected the case file from Jimo. They now brought it to Panti. And this is where Panti now unraveled everything and exposed Jimo. So we'll go straight to the investigation report, right? It's a whole lot of things. But we'll just go straight to their findings. What Panti found.
Sorry, but you know these things when they do now. Forget people when no like them. This thing will help a whole lot of people. Most things where police people they cover now, they go start alert now. They go wake up to know say the eyes don't day on them. But if you don't know all these efforts when they put in, how we go take help us? If we let them take him down, or this way they say, oh, make him come, they go come arrest him. When people they say, no, why did they fear? Go now. This one, if anything happened to them. You guys have tied your voice. You can never have a voice. You see this one voice where they give us, if you guys allow them to stop this voice or quench this voice, it go hard for us to find another video. You see this thing when they do, they could more hate. You could not come and say we not like him. But at least when he's doing the right thing, can we all focus on the right thing that he's doing? At this juncture, they're trying to pin something on someone that didn't do it. And he's trying to show us reason that this person didn't do it. You still see people that will be on the other side, trying to side the police, trying to side this guy, where you know say, which way they do know they're good. May God help us. Let's carry on.
The whole investigation. So this is the finding of Panti. Please read me. Findings. In the events of police investigation into the murder cases, the following facts became evident, right? So they did their own numbering in Roman numeral. So let's go straight to the IV. We are going to the important part. IV. That the complainant in both cases, His Royal Majesty Oba Tijani Adetunde Akinloye, OON, the Ojumu of Ajiran Land, Lekki, Lagos, on behalf of the Ojumu Royal Palace, strongly suspected one Ahmed Tajuddin, a youth leader and a member of the royal family of Ajiran Land, Lekki, as a prime motivator and facilitator of dual murder. It is from this investigation of Panti that I even found out that Ahmed is also of a royal blood. And I also just found out that Ahmed's house might be where they are supposed to pick the next king from. But that's not important. Anyways, let's just continue. It is important but not important, but let's continue. So this is the important part. That the confessional statement of the 2 out of 4 initial arraigned suspects in court by SS1 SSQ Ikeja were contradictory as to who directly contracted them to kill one of the deceased, Sheriff Ishola Salami, between Bode and Kenny, other names mentioned. So what Panti is saying is that after our investigation, the 2 suspects are contradicting themselves. One of them said it was Kenny that contracted them to go and unalive Sheriff Salami. The other person is saying it is Bode. So which of them? And it doesn't make sense because if these 2 people are going on a mission, no one be Oga, no one be boy. They are supposed to be privileged to the same information. They are supposed to be given one name, but they are contradicting themselves. One say Kenny, one say Bode. So who be the person? We are going to go. We are going to find out about this Bode and Kenny again. Number VII, that the principal suspect defense of alibi claiming he was not in the country when both killing of Sheriff Ishola Salami and Prince Ademola Akinloye took place was investigated and found out to be true. Via Nigeria Immigration Service response to our inquiry, in letter reference, they put the reference dated 6 May 2026. And then I told them that, see, I was not around when these 2 people were murdered. So they went further to do investigation and they now wrote a letter to immigration. Immigration now responded to them from their record and said, yes, this person was never in the country when these 2 people were murdered. Now, I would have also suspected Ahmed if I would have said maybe as the one plan, 9 year old commons. But then again, Ahmed is a frequent traveler. Even before this incident, Ahmed was traveling, he was always traveling. So, at this time when this thing happened, Ahmed was not even around, and immigration confirmed it to them, right? Number 2. Number VII, that the principal suspect bank statement from 3 different accounts showed that no transfer of 2 million naira either to Kenny, Bode, or any other suspected persons within the period under review, contrary to the claim made by the remanded suspect Fabo and Bariga. Remember, Fabo and Bariga said it was Ahmed that paid Kenny or Bode 2 million naira. Now, Panti now went to investigate 3 different accounts of Ahmed and they found out that there was no transaction of 2 million naira during that period and the period before. They could not find anybody They could not find body, neither did they find any Kenny from going through Ahmed Ajiron's account. And if you remember, these people said it was Kenny that contracted them, and Ahmed sends money to Kenny, and Ahmed sent money to body. It's never happened, right? We come down again. That the telephone devices of the principal suspect was packaged to NPF NCCC, National Cybercrime Abuja, for forensic profiling and analysis report issued. They gave the dates where they sent the phone, right? They sent it on the 11th of May 2026. That there was no direct single transfer of 3 million naira to Kenny or Body by the suspect by forensic report on the principal suspect phone from NPL. So when they checked 2 million, they don't see. They decided to go further to check for 3 million naira. Just in they give them extra. They went through different accounts. They could not find Body or any Kenny. So therefore, there was nothing like that, right? Now they move. That's the bank profile of beneficiary to fund transfer by the principal suspect on the 26th of August 2024, being the date the second deceased was murdered, were checked and no payments made by them to Body, Kenny, Fabu, Bariga, or Mascot at large to sustain complicity on their part as real money for principal suspect to bankroll dual killings. So they checked, they profiled everybody. And they checked. There was nothing whatsoever. I go again. That as at the time of filing this report, the arrest of Mascot alleged to have participated in the killing of deceased one person alongside Fabu and Bariga is yet to be actualized. Now, Dito One Body, other names unknown, alleged to have been used by the principal suspect as a co-front in the recruitment of Fabu, Bariga, and Mascot in the gruesome murder, as well as one Kenny said to have died mysteriously after a criminal act as claimed by Fabu and Bariga is sharing to confessional statement. That the principal suspect flatly denied the knowledge of Body or Kenny, or Body or Kenny, or any individual all fronting for him to perpetrate any criminal act, including the murder of first deceased and second deceased. Right? Now, that joint interrogation of 3 key suspects was unsuccessful due to the failure to secure reproduction warrant from court from the release of Fabu and Bariga from the Correctional Center, Kirikiri, Lagos, which led to granting of police request by National Correctional Service Authority for the interrogation of 2 remanded suspects, Fabu, Bariga, at the Correctional Statement Facility, where they alleged duress in the course of their interrogation by initial investigative team, SS1 tactical team. So they asked the court that court should give them an order so that they can take Fabu and Bariga and bring them to party from prison. Court did not give them that approval. So they now approach Correctional Center and say, see, we have the authority to investigate this matter. We want to talk to Fabu and Bariga. So Correctional Center gave them the access. So Fabu and Bariga was brought out. Now Fabu and Bariga was brought out. There were a lot of witnesses from the Correctional Center and investigation started. When they investigated, Fabu and Bariga said, come, all those things that we said, it is because they torture also. This Ahmed that we called, it is under duress. Because they wrote it down in their statement. Wow. That it is under duress that they were tortured. That they were tortured. That's why they mentioned his name. Now let's go to the recommendation of this case. This is what they recommended. And this is why I was saying DPP and I was laughing. This is the recommendation to DPP and the conclusion of the investigation, right? The most sought-after principal suspect in this case, Ahmed Tajudeen Akabi, having finally been arrested by Interpol, handed over to the Lagos State Police Command and interrogated by this department, denied all allegations against him as being instrumental to the gruesome murder of the 2 deceased persons, Sheriff Isola Salami and Prince Ademola Akinlode, either directly or remotely. Investigation carried out indeed established that the suspect was far away outside the country as at the time of the 2 murder incident. However, significantly aided investigation carried out by this department established the principal suspect close affinity to the self-confessed Fabu and Bariga, currently on remand at Medium Correctional Facility, Lagos. They both found in the principal suspect an expedient and inevitable reporting authority right from the inception their ordeal when first arrested to their current remand in prison. They confessed and self-admitted to the initial investigating team as the main actors to the actual killing of the first deceased Sheriff Isola Salami through the instrumentality of one Body and Kenny, who they claim was hired and solely financed by the principal Ahmed Ajiron Akambi to perpetrate the criminal act. Unfortunately, Body arrest is yet to be actualized by this department. While Kenny is said to have died mysteriously, thus foreclosing nexus being established against them and the principal suspect. Now, this Body that Bariga said contracted them and paid them 2 million from Ahmed, they said they have not been able to arrest him. Because according to them, Body is in jail. And they are not sure about the Body because they didn't give them any information leading to Body. They don't have picture of Body. They don't have phone number of Body. They don't know nothing about Body. So therefore, Body is just a ghost name. And the name that was mentioned by Fabu, they said Kenny had died.
Don't cry.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So the 2 people that can directly link Ahmed
Because as of now, these whole people here, this Ahmed name that have been mentioned, these suspects have been arrested. They have not had any encounter with Ahmed where Ahmed gave them contract. They only know Ahmed in the area as the king of the beach, right? But they don't have any direct contact with them. The people that contracted them is Body or Kenny. Now they are saying this Body, they don't have any identity of Body. There's no face, there's nothing on Body. And Kenny, they say Kenny don't die. Curiously, in the course of further explicit investigation by this department, self-confessed Falba and Bariga made a bold face to their confession made to the initial investigation.
Wow. There should be a continuation because it don't stop for now. Oh, video is a treasure to us. If you know what we'll get, it's a treasure that needs to be protected. It's a treasure that needs to be protected. Some people say, oh, this case they caught. Why you carry and come here? Are you a police? Why they get involved in things like this? The guy called him because the guy know who him be, so make him come help him. This is not the first time. He don't do lots of videos on this same case. If you want to see more about this case, you have to go to his handles and see videos regarding this case. May God help us for that country. Things really go on for Nigeria and only God could help us. I saw a video yesterday where one guy did. Even for that video, the guy called on his help as well. When they say for Imo State, where police people, they catch people, they go collect your money, they go carry you, go POS, collect your money and all that. The guy for that video is a creator as well. And he's calling on him to come and help. So people don't lose hope for our authorities. People don't lose hope for our forces for Nigeria. People get more hope on him rather than our forces and our authorities for Nigeria. And people who don't know themselves, they won't bring him down. May God help him. May God continue to protect him and continue to give him this kind of wisdom. Because whether you guys like it or not, the guy in wisdom choke. In wisdom choke. The guy is so good. May God help us. May God help us and may God protect him, guide him, give him long life, protection, more wisdom and understanding. And good health as well. I just thought I wanted to share. And guess what? We move.
Do you people want us to continue believing in very dark man as another arm of government? What is going on? Nigerians, what's going on? Something is not adding up. For days now, Nigerians have been grieved by public confrontation between very dark man and Assistant Inspector General of Police AIG Moshood Jumo over the Ajiro murder case. Very dark man has publicly alleged that AIG Jumo shielded a murder investigation, framed an innocent person, and misled the Nigerian public. These are grave allegations. Now, I want you people to listen very carefully. I'm not here to defend very dark man or to say that he's right. I'm not here to say that AIG Jumo is guilty. That's for the law, not social media to determine. But I have a question that every Nigerian should be asking. Where are our government? Where is the institutions? Where is the federal government of Nigeria? Where is President Bola Tinubu, the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, under whose administration Nigerians expect institutions to function with transparency and accountability? Where is Senate President Godswill Akpabio and the Senate? Where is Speaker Tajudeen Abbas and the House of Representatives? Where are the committees responsible for public affairs? Where are the committees responsible for justice and public accountability? Where is the Director General of the Department of State Services, DSS? Where are the Police Service Commission, the Attorney General of the Federation, and the very institution established to inspire public confidence? Why the silence? When allegations of this magnitude dominate national conversation, Nigerians naturally expect to see institutions and the federal government demonstrating that the matter will be addressed through lawful and transparent processes. Silence leaves room for speculations, and we are speculating now. Silence allows rumors to compete with facts. Silence weakens public confidence in institutions that should be stronger than social media. If very dark man's allegations are false, let the truth clear every innocent person now, including Jumo. If there is any substance to them, let no rank, no office, or no influence stand above the law. That is what justice demands. This is no longer about very dark man, no. This is no longer maybe about AIG Jumo. It is about whether Nigerians can still trust that serious concerns involving, powerful public officials will be handled impartially, professionally, and transparently. Why is this silence? Or do you people want us to continue believing in very dark man as another arm of government? What is going on?
There's a way you know that this person not get level, but in your corner you're saying, cut down for him, don't see try. At least to an extent. Mechanic, you know, a big fiscal, but that is, he's been a mechanic for 20, 30 years enough. right? You go just say, hey, leave and give a tire me, do but not give an agent and diabos. That is the idea. But you see, in the last couple of weeks, all of the nonsense, how Marshal Abubakar, the Jade Yanju, how they have been around, and the guy is not able to, you cannot, they cannot be your friend. And it's a dozen article to an election. I'm not saying, yes, it cannot be. If he doesn't believe in you enough, there's a problem. It means he knows more than we know. Right? And so some of us, then with all of these drama, Sowore jumps on anything. He's more like a cloud chaser than actually a revolutionary. I expected so much. Isn't it funny that the same person that wants to lead a revolution in Nigeria in January of 2027 is asking that an entertainer from South Africa should come and entertain us just 2 or 3 weeks to the revolution? 22nd of December, as I now see in flyers that the Sowore revolutionaries are sharing. Sure is a joke. A joke, a sincere one, is a big joke. And it's unfortunate that the same people who are clamoring, we've been saying particularly that we want to give this last shot to our elections. We want to see if we can democratically change the government. And the Sowore's camp has said that they are not going for an election. In fact, I have been told by some of them, publicly and privately, that it's a revolution. They just want a number of young people who will go ahead and be ready to do it. That no matter the outcome of the elections, they are going to lead the revolution. But they want to be entertained a few days before that time. You can see that these guys, they are either a major distraction, they are either running a script, or they are not serious at all. A joke. The revolutionary idea is a joke. Sowore himself is a joke. I understand the anger against a South African entertainer coming here, but even at that, we are still not ready. We will not. Tyler, you should hold on because there is something going on. I expected that from the people that believe in revolution. So you see that all of this charade is a distraction. You are doing political theatrics. This is calisthenics and shenanigans in display. Because no serious person. As it were today, I'm expecting Nigerian youth to say we are shutting down. Nobody in December should be having gathering for any entertainment. Nobody. I'm telling you, Burna Boys and Davidos and Whiskey, nobody. For those of us who are in diaspora, we're already aligning with that ideology. Nobody is going for holiday. It's a serious business for us. We are saying that Nigeria must happen. Something must happen in 2027. The same people who are engineering, who is said to be believing that level of revolution, Shobe, you said you must be entertained. You want to look a joke, like a joke.
First, a message me. Make I read that for Namona here. Hello, Mama. Good evening, Ma. Please, Mama. I hope you see my message. I'm a single mom to a 4-year-old boy. I'm currently living in Edo State, Benin City. His name is Dash. Ma, please. I knew got admission to non-university, and I don't have any money to pay my tuition. The fee is 120,000 naira. I can send you proof. Please help me. I know you don't know me, but you increase. You are misplaced by
She don't get it.
I'm happy for you.
For her fans,
Who's going to pay your child school fees? You cannot pay school fees. Education after giving birth is luxury.
Okay.
Yes. If you don't do
Education after giving birth is luxury, but Olosho, only fans after getting married and born children, na confirm. Education after giving birth is luxury, but only because of social media, it is confirmed. I am not continuing. Na confirm so. Those people they call her mama ride on, big fish ride on. So the girl, na single mother of 4 years old child. So the girl say she won't further her education. She's currently in school, but as it stands now, according to the girl, say is not get leveled. So here's your medical maths. Come they tackle the girl because the girl come and impulse, they beg her for help. Assistant 120K. Now be all these things, so no, continue.
education after giving birth is luxury. You get money sitting for one place where you not be used. You go say it's time for me to go back to school. My kids are okay, or my pikin is okay. I can pay my pikin school fees. I have a business. You are struggling to pay your goddamn fucking school fees.
Okay.
Who's going to pay your child's school fees? And you're such a single mother.
Okay.
You dey grace? You want to go to school. When they tell you make you not born, you say pikin a blessing. How come you become a beggar?
the same person they abuse in your fans. In useless fans, they will not get sense. Say, how come she's a beggar? Where she go born pikin? Yeah, shouldn't have blessing. Even if you get pikin, you don't get pikin. And that will go wait till it's go get tight for you. It happens to everybody, whether you're single or not. Everybody get nice corner. Everybody get period. When it's not a level or no show, everybody gets her. So don't put that for the child. Say that because of the child, we make she they beg. We make she they beg. A lot of single people they beg for help.
Become a beggar.
Yeah, okay.
How come you are begging? You they crazy.
Professional beggar, they ask somebody how come she's begging.
Grandma, don't go sell tomatoes. Don't go roast.
Chinekele.
Don't go fraccara. Maybe you can raise that for years. Don't say something. You useless piece of shit. That became to get 15 years old now. You don't sell and maybe they do your
Olosho, is your begging. You are a confirmed empty brain. You say because she come on social media, they beg for 120K. When we say you were not with her when she started her career, when she won't go school, because she come and come here for 150K. You say tomorrow night that child when in the train will become a yahoo because she can't beg you. So your children now will become Olosho. You will come social media, come beg for money. You then tell us that say tomorrow night your children will become Olosho and yahoo. Is it what you're trying to tell us for the social media? And let me think they do your fans, they believe in you. They don't see another person don't believe in, they don't believe in Olosho. That's why they do fake giveaway. That's why they do fake giveaway. Continue.
They go punish you.
They go punish her.
You are all loud. You get crazy. You want to go.
Chinekele.
You have a 4-year-old. You are struggling to raise. You want to go and put 120,000 to go to do
ordinary 120,000.
Graduate for that university. You misplaced priority.
Chinekele.
You have to say what? You have to tell us say no one pick una go put that pick. You can come up there for 5 months.
Chinekele. He said, I can't make you go pikin, go pikin. My sister, will be Olodo. Is your bed, will be Olodo. No be every single mother when man they reject say making go come up pikin. Some single mothers we are married. Some people now that are single mothers, they are married. At the end of the day, the marriage no good. The man they panabit and violence every day, problem every day. Even say some divorce marriages are more spiritual and physical. She say you can remove pikin of 5 months. So if your lady say they can remove pikin of 5 months, pikin of 5 months never fall like that. Jesus Christ. A child of 5 months in the womb is already a human being. You don't need your first trimester, now you are in your second trimester as a pregnant woman. A pikin of 5 months don't mature. Wait, how many months you get now? Maybe pikin born 4 months. Now you say a pikin of 5 months when they go come out.
Go back to your father's house. You have no business. Anybody that cannot pay their bills. Listen, the rest is okay. You cannot pay rent over your head, roof over your head.
This fool, when they don't say if you cannot pay rent, you should go back to your father's house. This fool cannot pay her rent. She go collect loan. She's on loan. She's on loan, mortgage. She's living in a mortgage house. She they use loan, they pay her rent. This idiot now, this Olosho now, when they abuse people now, just because of 120,000 when somebody come ask her for DM. This idiot now, she's living in a mortgage house. That is nothing, no. That is very that man they try, no. Very that man they employ people. What? That means they try, no.
It is not better to me to raise you. Priority. You know, people start something, maybe you train your picking, say later you go school when everything goes soft.
Okay.
And give you 120 minutes to go pay no university. You want to fit your picking or shop for the school.
Okay.
Misplaced, but I don't get sense. Your parents are useless. Your parents are useless. Want to continue to the
idiot. See, that's why they say parents are useless. She is a mother, and her people she do a business of. Because she do a business of Olosho bluffing. Now this idiot they do. You are a parent, you are a mother, and you're doing bluffing. Are you not useless like this? Are you not a useless parent like this? Who useless? I've never seen a parent that is more useless like you. I've never seen a parent that is more useless like you. How can you be a mother and you're promoting Olosho work and you're even doing it? And your people, you have sites where you they act bluffing. You are the most useless human being I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Is your bed?
I think very dark man. Very dark man is a good reader. The information reaching me The information reaching me right now, they say Jim should come send some of his boys, go tell our wedding, go check whether very dark man dey for that place. So Jim should send some of his boys. They don't really follow. They just dress well. They do that place. They show ID card. They enter. They go they look for very dark man. You know they say as if they send the boys, make they go tell our wedding, go look for very dark man. You know they say very dark man won't sleep. All the whole documents when he pile up, very dark man they read them, they go through them, they go through suspect, complainer, this, that. If they read that, the document, if you see them, man, if you give me 19th December, I never read and finish. When very dark man just read finish within 1 to 2 days. It's a good reader, it's a fast reader. It's a fast reader. Jim show they send a boy, may they go meet very dark man for where he said Pella. Say because he's there when to say Pella. Invite very dark man. You get level now. Why you don't send those your boys go meet them for Abuja now? So not only Lagos you for the IG of police supposed to get level for the whole Nigeria now. If actually you were right. If very dark man lay false allegation against you, why must it be just Lagos? That's why they invite and make come Lagos. Now you can't send your boys. Information don't reach me now. They say Mr. Update, you know everything is so bad, everything they happen. They say Jim should send some of his boys, go tell our wedding, go check whether very dark man there for that place. You know they say very dark man busy. They go through all the evidence. They go through all the I said the only thing when I ever learn of very dark man for this social media space now to the talk, to the act, to the behave, to the walk, to the think, to the reason. Everything you have an evidence to back it up. And at the full step that will they follow. Jim should very dark man say not they come Lagos anytime soon. So if you get level, go meet her. Una know where your office dey now. You dey fear. Go meet her for Abuja now. You go learn new thing. You go learn new thing. From new thing, you now learn it the hard way. They send your boys when they go look for and go tell her wedding. Why in that place? They dig him more information about you. He say you will never be the Inspector General of Police. Go see how many people when very dark part don't cancel. They're not there for the surface of the social media space. Very dark man, the man with the evidence. And a full step, now will they follow. Jim Omoshu, they be sure for you. Send those your boys who you say go Pella wedding. May they go meet them for Abuja. May the case begin. Of the
Yeah, I hope you guys take your time and watch the latest video from Very Dark Man. I hope you guys see how he analyzed everything. Like, this is no longer integrity, this is intelligence. Like, this is like the analysis. He analyzed it like even people with low IQ could still understand. He analyzed it without making any single mistake. That's why he has so many cases in his table. He analyzed with evidence. No be unlike people will say they go begin they do interview. This is Sharif's wife. This and that. I see what he does yesterday. I believe for the videos circulate online. That is why Mario and Dimomu were abusing. We abuse supporting blindly, attacking VDN just because of peanuts. What they must have promised you people. See how you sold your destiny, your children's future. You sold it. See what the adults. I see what adults are doing in the name of. You sold your birthright. Lying to yourself, knowing fully well that they lie, knowing fully well that this will be saying they talk so, it don't really make sense. So how do I feel if my children grow and see me, see their papa supporting this failed government? You don't think see what you are doing. See what VDM just did. exposing the alleged corrupt AIG, exposing him with facts. But some people, bad people, we are always busy online trying to defend. And the look, it is where. It is where. Like I said before, they don't come out from integrity to intelligence. Pay attention. In case you never watch it, go and watch it. My greatest happiness now is that they don't check the panty, don't check, do the investigation. See, say the investigation from the AIG, no really ran. They are confused. You understand? And they also check. Ahmed never did any transfer during those periods. That 2 transfer, 2 million, 3 million. They check. And Ahmed is not in the country when this whole thing was happening. Nigerians, we should be careful how we support some things. Because if to say we don't have somebody like VDM, or this case didn't make his way to social media, that video, that particular video where this person forget who he is, throw shame, maybe. Now the part of people say they hate on VDM, but they don't say VDM is the only person that can help me for this matter. Let me cry out to him. God bless that person that made that video. I always say it. Because on that video, bring VDM attention. VDM, please investigate this matter. If at the end they find out that yes, now me by these two people, let me fix the law. Now see what that statement have led to. That statement have led to so many hidden secrets. What we say we don't know. We know about to talk hard. To come outside and say it, they hard for all of us. Now we see somebody say get the courage to say it. Some of you are hating because it's coming out from VDM. The full nation went silent, like saying no consign them. But they knew what the young man is saying now to fight Jesus Christ. I hope you have watched the latest video. In case you never watched, go and watch it. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. You understand? It will touch all of us. Thank God. Do you know how many people say don't go in for this? If you say this case don't make way to three that command, by now they don't sentence this guy to life imprisonment. And I see somebody, that woman that we abusing, making videos, false videos, that they have all evidence. So the people confess to the crime that it was Ahmed that sent them. Make help me also tag the woman. I want to check something from it. I say he wrote something. And I try to remember her name. Because her type need to be like after everything, that woman should not go scot-free for passing false information. For passing false information. If to the woman she sure die, what she talk with. Like say she know it, no, God forbid. I hope if you're the king and do this thing, I hope you will be happy. You understand? So thank God we have somebody like very dark man, and that God will keep protecting him for us.
Mr. P. To be honest, I feel like Mr. P has allowed us to see him as the bad egg for a very long time. And that is, Mr. P was actually the favorite in P Square. For those of us that are millennials, Rude Boy is the voice of the band. We know that. But Mr. P, being a dancer, seemed to appear more like the aura of the band. And back then, when we were in secondary school, he's the one with the muscular physique. He was the one that was imitating Michael Jackson. Because of Michael Jackson's iconic influence, everyone preferred the talent of a dancer than the talent of a musician. That's just the truth. Like, dancing was a bit kind of rare compared to singing. Those days we had the likes of Michael Jackson, Usher, Chris Brown, and Mr. P was like our own version of that dance perfection. So, but when Mr. P took the elder brother to court, and the road boy came out saying that Mr. P called EFCC for him. That was the moment I started seeing Mr. P as the bad egg. I just felt like Mr. P is the reason why they had issues all this while. I never knew this man was going through all this thing until recently when he came out and started making these videos. And so I felt his pain. I felt his pain. I was really angry to the point that in my head, if I heard this years back, I would just believe it, one way. I'll believe it straight up. But because of my level of maturity, I've come to realize that in any situation I find myself, especially where there are two people complaining, always give room for the other person to say his own side of the story. So, Mr. P's side of the story, it's painful. Everyone can feel the betrayal. But yesterday, Jude came out and said his own side of the story. In as much as the way he portrayed the entire story isn't what everyone wanted to hear, but I feel like he dropped some key points that holds water. Mr. Jude came out and said, remember, everything he was saying, he was showing his evidence. I was angry from the onset when I was watching him. I felt like, Kai, this man didn't try, but no, I just needed to hear his own side of the story. But he dropped some key points. He said that the case is currently in court, and Mr. P has been avoiding his court hearings. Added to the fact that the last one, he did not come and it was adjourned to September 21st, Mr. P, knowing fully well that he has a court case September 21st, he still added his event, his show, September 21st. So if he's the victim and what he's saying is all true, why hasn't he won it in court, or why is he still trying to avoid the case in court? So, I heard this stuff, and the fact that he's dropping the evidence made me realize that in this situation, there can be two truths. Mr. P said everything, dropped evidence, it was amazing, like well-detailed story. And Mr. Jude came out, dropped his own evidence as he was talking. And especially when he was showing the WhatsApp chats, it's amazing that they still have chats as way back as 2022. Whatever Mr. P says, he counters it with his own evidence. Even when Mr. P said that he received money and he was asking if it is money for 3 people or just him, Mr. Jude still countered that with his own evidence, showing the dates. So I feel like in this kind of situation, it's very direct. This is a family situation. They should just solve it indoors. But if they can't solve it indoors, please, Mr. P, I think you should go to that court. You should go to that court, because right now, Nigerians are very quick to, choose whoever that sounds very emotional and pained. Right now, yes, I'm emotionally attached to what you said. I feel bad for you. But it still doesn't make Mr. Jude the bad egg as it stands now, because Mr. Jude has his evidence. You have your evidence. Nigerians are just confused. I just hope you guys can solve this stuff indoors. Like, this is a family matter. Bringing it out to Nigerians, there's nothing that people will say now that will not still boil down to, please solve this stuff indoors. And that this issue escalated to this point, I feel that personally, Mr. Jude, you would have stopped it before it got to this point. There's a level, probably it was at then, that you would have just pulled out. You call Peter, you call Paul, you guys are like the brand, you guys are the faces, please, I don't want to have anything to do with P-Square again. And you pull out completely. Already you guys are made. You will now let them be on their own. Because the truth is, you are the elder brother. I think you should know the best way of reconciling your brothers. I just hope you guys fix this and bring P-Square back to the top that they were meant to be.
Son of man, madam, if you understand truly the problem with our security system, you will start appreciating very dark man.
Alright, so when I say they don't learn, I mean they will learn, and they will learn the hard way. So before I start posting the next evidence against the corrupt AIG Moshood Jimo, let me tell you people what's happening on that ground, right? So these people have tried to get to me, they want me to help them. Because according to them, I am making this matter is going to make Nigerians lose interest in the police, that people will be scared. So they need me to follow them to package. But I don't tell them, say I know if you follow them package.
I know if you follow them package. And this is one of the reasons why the police have not been able to issue a press statement, because they don't want to go against Very Dark Man and they don't want to support Very Dark Man. You understand? But Very Dark Man is the one with the evidence. Now me get the knife, now me get the yam. AIG Mosujumo is corrupt, and this matter and Tajuddin is clearly innocent. So I am not going to save your face. That is number one. Number two, the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Rilwan Disu. Oga, you cannot shoot Jimo from this. I'll just tell you. Now, where me and you will get problem. And this is where we will have our first problem. You understand? I love you, I respect you, but this is where our problem starts. You have to set up an independent investigative panel. And that independent investigative panel, I, Very Dark Man, must be there. I did not say I should be there, I must be there. Because now me, now you hold knife, now me hold yarn, now me hold all the evidence together, now me go tender hand for you, and I will explain it. And you can bring professionals to also see it. You people cannot shoot Jimo this time, I am sorry. So IG, me and you will not have problem. You are a public servant. So forget say you be IG, you are a public servant, you serve the public. You be IG, but you are a public servant, we don't want problem. We respect you. But the best thing to do is to set up an investigative panel. You understand? And as for the first PRO, I know you must be confused right now. You want to save the face of the police. But you see, in this matter don't cast. The best thing to do is to advise the IG to set up a disciplinary and an investigative panel. Do you understand? That's number one. Number two, before I tell you the juicy part of this, number two, I want you people to know, IG, even if you decide to set up that panel, I am still taking my petition to the House of the Assembly and point them out that Jimo Moshood is corrupt. Not just that Jimo Moshood used his position as an AIG to set up an innocent man and pin murder on him because he's dragging land with them. I'll take it to the Senate, I'll take it to the House of Assembly, I'll take it to IPC, I'll take it to NSA, and they dare not say they will not attend to my petition. Yes, they will look at it because it is their job. That is how they maintain law and order. So they must look at it. We will go the next level with this. And if they don't look at it, then we resort to protest. Because if not criminal, police go rush to arrest them. Now when the police, all of them won't shoot them, I'm not going to let you go on. I am sorry, I will not let you down. That's number one. Number two, Nigerians. Let me tell you another thing that is happening. Babajide Akinloye, the brother of Prince Ademola Akinloye, is on the run. He don't run. And Efakorede is also on the run. All of them don't they hide. They know they down again. They don't know stage fire on the burn. Now, Babajide Akinloye has been on the run since. I just go join her. Let me take you back. Now you understand how corrupt Jimo is. Sheriff Salami was unalive 2023. Prince Ademola Akinloye was unalive 2024. They arrested 2 suspects. These 2 suspects confessed that they unalive Sheriff Salami. When they asked them about Prince Ademola Akinloye, they said they don't know anything about it. The report Jimo Moshood presented, Jimo Moshood in his report also stated that these 2 suspects denied knowing anything about the unaliving of Ademola Akinloye. But do you know what they did? You see, when God won't punish you, he will punish you with little mistake. Now I am asking Jimo Moshood, why did you now say it is Ahmed that unalive Ademola Akinloye when there was no investigation to point you to that direction? The only place the investigation will point you to is to Babajide Akinloye. But because Babajide Akinloye, you and Are are friends, you refuse to investigate him. Let me tell you the role Babajide Akinloye played. The day Prince Ademola Akinloye was unalived, it was Babajide Akinloye that was speaking to him on the phone. He kept on disturbing him that he should come outside. When he came out, a white Suzuki Kurupe hit him from the back. He came down to look at it. When he came down to look at the damage, those people came out and they shot him. When they shot him, Babajide and his other brothers, they rushed to the scene, they deposited the body at the morgue. When they deposited the body, some of the other things that was seen with Prince Ademola Akinloye, his phones and all that, was given to the police. Police needed to start doing investigation. Babajide Akinloye now went to go and meet the police and told them to give him the phone. He signed a bond. Give me that phone. He also collected the body and said, we don't need autopsy, we don't need you to do investigation. So he collected the phone. That phone would have helped the police to investigate and unravel a potential suspect. But Babajide Akinloye stopped the police from doing that because there's a high chance that he is the one that probably did it. You see where the thing did? He collected the phone. What do you need the phone for? When he was collecting the dead body of his brother, he said that according to the Muslim tradition, or the Muslim religion rather, that they cannot keep dead body, they need to bury immediately, which is fine. How about the phone? Why did you collect the phone? Is it according to the Muslim tradition? Do you also need to bury the phone? You signed a bond. You collected your brother's phone. That phone, they would have done forensic on it. And that phone would have shown maybe, oh, who is the person that is Prince Ademola Akinloye have issues with? That phone would have exposed a lot. So Babajide Akinloye went to go and collect that phone. And that is what stopped the investigation. Only for Babajide Akinloye, Arefa Korede and Jimo to now pin the murder of Prince Ademola Akinloye on Ahmed Tajudeen. You understand? So immediately I exposed it. Babajide Akinloye don't run. Because Ajiron people now, they don't para. Babajide don't run. Arefa Korede too. He had a lot of policemen following him. They withdrew the policemen first.
So if you listen to Very Dark Man's tune, you may agree that Very Dark Man tune, yes, he's too confident. Of course, when you have a case like this, and you know what you have, you need to appear really good. But let me tell you something. You may not understand what Very Dark Man is saying or what Very Dark Man is trying to explain on you. Somebody go carry something where you know to carry and put for your head. You see yourself going in for something you know nothing about. Then you start appreciating what Very Dark Man is doing.
If I call your house, what will happen? Man, bring my coffee. Repeat them again, too. It's actually your coffee come. If I call nigga, repeat it. Repeat it. Peter, shame on you. Peter, boss say shame on you. Boss say shame on you.
Now, this incident that happened, I think early 2015, yeah, not 2016, early 2015, is now beginning to make sense to me. After EFCC told me everything based on the investigation, this particular incident started making sense to me. Why this sudden attack? Let me tell you guys what happened in that video. Somewhere about 2014, we started to split our property. Remember, we split this property with Jude. We split every property we have. 3 weeks. Some people say Jude invested in people. The same time I left school, that was when Jude left work. Jude was doing nothing. Then Jude proved if he had an employment or if he was doing anything. The person that sponsored us as a brother was our eldest brother, the one that is better than Jude, Henry. I don't want to tell you guys what he's going through today because of St. Jude. Another story for another time. So, what happened? We have a house in America, then Squareville in Omole, duplex. We all decided to share our properties into 3. So while we were building this particular house, Paul and Jude's own here in Parkview, the lawyer drafted a resolution for us. Everybody signed. Resolution says that till these 3 new houses we are building becomes habitable, Peter now owns the house in America. Jude now owns Omole Squareville, the right wing. Paul now owns the left wing. Now, because Jude took the particular one that we were living on, because it has furniture, everything. Paul took the empty side. I don't know why he did that, but now because Peter's house looks as if it has a little bit more value, he says I'll balance Paul, I think 25 or 30 million. Yeah, let's say 30 million here, in order to balance the equation. No problem. They prepared the document, we all signed, shared property, 3 ways, which we're not even supposed to. Another story for another time. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Brotherly love. We left it. Get to about almost 300 and something. That's what that means. Peter's properties now has value. Because now, let's say the house is $500,000. If I change it, if I sell the house and I decide to change the money, you know what that means. Dollars we're talking about. Jude and Paul. We're not themselves. Why? I had a long trip. I traveled to Turkey, Antalya to be precise. I went to go and stay with Samuel Leto. He's my friend. I stayed there for almost 2 months with him. I was there. I got a phone call from our assistant manager that we have a show in 2 days' time. So no problem, I packed my bags. I traveled. Touchdown, Lagos. I got a message from our US caretaker. I got a message from her saying, Peter, why did you guys put the house in America on sale without telling me? Because she's also a realtor. I said, which house? Do you have another house in America? The same apartment. I said, no, I didn't. I think you guys did. Ask your brothers. I've confirmed it. While that was happening, I said, let me just get home because we have a show. By the time I go home, all of them were already on their way. So me, I rushed and I went to the venue. Got backstage. I met Paul. I said, Paul, no vex. Did any of you, or do you have an idea who put the house in America on sale? I said, which house? Like, that house we are supposed to, by the time we move into this house, then she doesn't know what I'm talking about. I went to Jude. I said, Jude, I better go. You got an idea? What would you just say? Come off my front and fast slap you. Did I say anything? Did I actually? Guys, this is backstage. Where my colleagues are, friends are, clients are. Like your next client is actually backstage. You say you're going to slap me. Did I, even if you are, leave this brotherly love, leave this brotherly thing. What warrants that statement? Let's say he wanted to rush me. Some artists, they just held him. We almost started fighting. I stood on the table and said, guy, you are fired. He said, you fired me for waiting. Paul started laughing. Paul said, fire Motoma, I see now. While that was happening, he already introduced us on stage. He gave me the mic. Some of my friends said, Peter, just go and say, some of the band members, Peter just holding the mic, I dropped the mic and left. I let that venue. Yes, I did. I went to the car. I started posting. I tweeted that Jude has been fired. Anybody that does business with him, this is what Paul did. Paul uploaded a picture on Instagram. A picture that Jude is sitting down. I on the left side, Paul on the side. I know that popular picture. Paul cut me off and replaced me with a recording studio. Started writing things about family. Look at it, guys, look at it.
Long story short, of course, I contacted our lawyer, Festus Kiamo. I told him everything about it. He said, you know what, Peter, just go and pay that 30 million to Paul. And everything is 100% yours. I said, it's okay. I said, no problem. I then now walked up to Jude and he did 30 million naira check. Of course, he has already known what I wanted to use it for. I wanted to use that to pay Paul. Jude refused to give it to me. Guys, remember, the same people have millions of dollars in their account. The same people has hundreds of millions of naira in their account. I can't get 30 million. You know the most surprising thing? Let me just bring you guys further. When we were in court, they say, and I said, really? I didn't know. And again, me and Paul have never signed any check. So, I don't know where that came from, but let's continue this topic. So, they did give me that money and I had to run to my wife. When I met my wife, mind you, my wife doesn't know anything, any dealings on Peace Square, because the moment I was about to walk up to her, what's she going to ask me? You don't have 30 million, like, I'm not saying, like, can you give me 30 million? My wife was like, what happened? I said, I didn't even tell her what I want to use the money. I just say, very important. You guys don't have, like, I don't know what to tell her. I swallowed my pride. I was able to convince her. She said she doesn't have such an amount. Of course, she was working for her dad that time. And I said, can you tell your dad? She said, Peter. I said, please, Lola, it's very important. Somehow Lola was able to convince her dad. The next day, Lola's dad gave me a draft of 30 million. I then contacted Festus Kiamo, our lawyer. So Festus, I'm on my way. She says, okay. He was just going to send for Paul and Jude. We should come, I think should come around 5 o'clock in the evening. By the time I got there, everyone sat. This is the same office where that incident happened. This is what actually happened in that office. Before they started talking, you say, that face is a bit short. First now look at you like, is there need for this? It's okay. After all, if it's Peter, if you agree, if you don't agree, there's nothing will happen, just send it to me. He just gave me a document. That's what I saw. That Mr. Peter Okoye hereby liquidate his shares and now will be replaced with Ifeoma Omoke. I said, Jude's wife. And I looked at Paul. He's not even Anita. While that was going on, I said, I'm not going to sign it. You say, you're not going to sign it. But you get right to say it. Many people don't do business with me. Not side. He asked highest share, him and Paul, 17, that they will throw me out. No. No, I'm just looking at them. I said, try him. He said, should be. He's about to. Meanwhile, when all these things were happening, we were building these 3 houses with money coming from Northside Entertainment. While this was happening for like 3, 4, 5 months, I stopped funding my own. They stopped funding my own building. And when that was going on, when they stopped funding my own, I didn't want to bother that moment, that I have my reasons. Because I wanted our lawyer to come and see it by himself. And I told our lawyer, I said, I'm not going to sign this document. You said, you don't go sign up. Go collect the House of America moves. Yes, I don't need to. Sign before it becomes mine. So when all these things were happening, I've already informed the property management over there in Atlanta that here is the document resolution that we have, that this house is now mine. And that time, Jude and Paul confirmed it. So right now, I've sent the document to them. So apparently, Jude's wife
travel to America. They didn't allow her to enter. Jude now said, why won't they, that called the apartment building? Why don't they allow her? They say, you confirm that this building is now Peter's. Say, no, it doesn't belong to you. Say, if it doesn't belong to Peter, send us another document that the three of you signed that says it does not belong to Peter. Of course, they know I'm not going to sign it. So in that meeting, I now said, she'll be your wife, go there. Then for sure, do not allow her in. So don't worry, the property is already, with or without Paul collecting the 30 million, the property is mine already. She now said, Paul, no collector. Paul, no just accept this document. Where could they go? After all, me and Paul will soon move into our own house. And once we move in, this document, this resolution, will expire. Everybody will go back to square one. And I said, so all these things is because of dollar have increased. Peter's house, or the property that Peter has added value. That's what I did. I said, Jude, no worry. As you and Paul they move into that house, me to go follow na movie. Since I don't stop to the phone on my own. Jude now said, if they come my house, carry your coffee, come. I will shoot you. Like, I will shoot you. Bury you, nothing will happen. That was when I pulled out my phone. I started recording. I said, repeat them again. If I call your house, what will happen? My coffee. Repeat them again, too. If I see your coffee, come. If I call nigga, repeat it. Repeat it. What of the wife? Shame on you. I was recording this video. My twin brother raised his hand and slapped me. Peter, Paul said shame on you. Peter, Paul said shame on you. Peter, Paul said shame on you. Now, because I've recorded the video, I left that meeting because it was on the mainland. I head to the island and I sent the video to Festus Kiamu, our lawyer. By the time I was heading almost towards after the bridge, he now called me. I said, just come back, come and carry your documents. You know why? Apparently, the lawyer must have told him, Jude, Peter has so many evidence of you threatening to shoot him or kill him. Now he has recorded you. If this case really starts, I will not be any of you guys' lawyers. You guys go sort it out yourself. That's how I turned back. They gave me the property document in the United States of America, Atlanta. That was what happened in that video. The video you saw. Yes. Let's not forget, this is not just the first time Judas threatened me. Yes, it's not the first time. Now, if you think I'm lying, look at the termination letter I used in September 2017. I wrote it that Jude have threatened me several times. In fact, I remember that the last one he did, Jude threatened that he's going to kill me and he's going to kill my wife. And I reported it to a certain governor that time, before the governor sent for us for a meeting. And after that meeting, in less than 48 hours after that meeting, you posted that threat on Twitter and on Instagram. You posted his hands loading gun. 3 guns, and I remember that floor. He posted and he wrote, fuck with me, because you know I've got it. This is it. That is what you posted. And after that, guess what happened? After that, the fans started hitting on him. How dare you post a gun? Because the fans don't know why he posted a gun. Only me. And the question is that when Jude was doing all this threat and Paul was there, what was Paul doing? What was Paul doing? My own twin brother. Jude has threatened me several times in front of Paul that he's going to kill me. I know he can't. They don't born her well. Face to face truth. They don't born you well. Now it's beginning to make sense. Why you guys wanted me out as a shareholder of Nosa Entertainment? What would have happened if I had signed it that day? Today, I won't have anything to say. Because I didn't sign it, you all went to create Northside Music. Yes, and your wife became a shareholder. The same wife you wanted me out. Bring her in. I'm not stupid.
Now, let us face the reality. Nigeria is not Tinubu's property. He has only come to play his part and depart. But where Nigeria is heading to is frightening. Tinubu cannot explain the destination of this country. He is just rambling, talking things that has no meaning to our hearing. Oftentimes I begin to wonder, was it a spell cast on Nigeria that made Tinubu president of this nation? Or is it that the devil himself got hold of the soul of Nigeria so that a man like Tinubu emerged as the leader or as the ruler of this nation, whether by crook, by hook, or by enemies? Tinubu has failed this country. Well, before I go on, let me show you these videos. Watch. When we are finished watching, I will come back with my comment.
A town hall different from the blue. Blabber. You cannot harvest corn the day this maize is planted. We are making agriculture more sexy by providing tractors. And I ask you, the legislature, to join me as we enter the second half of our term. A dead fish cannot be sweet in any soup. They are. You are playing to the hand of agents, including my own enemies, who want to use insecurity to get rid of me. I'm a very stubborn politician. I just refuse to go. And I will campaign for my second term. I Alright, now you have had all of those gambits. You have heard. What can you pick from all the statements he made? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We are dealing with a nation of over 250 million people. And we are speaking trashes, gambis. Nothing reasonable to pick out of the word. Don't you think it is a spell cast on Nigeria? Now you see, the truth is this. When a vampire rules an empire, sanity expires. Can I say it again? When a vampire governs an empire, sanity expires. Without any iota of doubt, I believe the majority of Nigerians who say that Tinubu is the worst president we ever had in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There are reasons and many reasons for that, and it has been proved by
by Tinubu himself that he is the worst president Nigeria has ever had. I also agree with the majority of Nigerians who describe him as the most corrupt president that Nigeria has ever produced. The most corrupt. Why? Because the attitude of Tinubu has proved that he is indeed the most corrupt president in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If that is not true, how come he take delight in appointing very corrupt people, culprits, people that are facing allegations and litigations in court over massive corruption? As a matter of fact, let me say it plainly. This leadership, or I don't know what to call it, because there is no leadership here. This government is the most criminalistic in the Federal Republic of Nigeria since independence in 1960. Can you imagine Tinubu telling us that before he was born, hunger has been in this country, and so he has no rule over the population? You don't have control of the population. Then why did you apply for the job? Why did you come up to take responsibility as president of the nation, which you know that you cannot control? Imagine one man who doesn't know his left from his right, dragging us here and there with meaningless words, from his mouth. If you commit the worst crime in this country and you're a member of his party, he will even give you an appointment, an ambassadorial appointment. He will give you ministerial appointment. He will give you advisory appointment. He will give you special assistance appointment. As long as you have agreed to be in his party, your sins are forgiven. Your crimes are forgiven. Is that not criminalistic? He built a structure of criminality. And so how can we escape? How can we be free when we are governed by crimes and criminals? He told the Catholic bishops, Nigeria is fine. Just imagine, Nigeria is fine. Yes, Tinubu, Nigeria is fine because there are enough cemeteries, enough graveyards to receive the remains of the masses that are dying in this country on a daily basis due to hardship, due to suffering, and due to insecurity. Nigeria is fine. As long as Muslims, Christians, and people of other faith are killed every day, and they are burying them without any uprising, without anybody saying, why is this happening like this? Why would you not say Nigeria is fine? If there was an uprising, will you say that? Maybe Nigeria is fine because there is massive reduction of the population by the reason of the deaths of our women, our men, our children that cannot afford Medicares. Why you jet abroad to take treatment for yourself, your children, and everything that has to do with you and your political acquaintances. Nigeria is fine. This is not an animal country. But Tinubu, you are trying to make a zoo out of Nigeria. Very unfortunate. And moreover, you are the greatest Confucianist in this nation. Confucian is greatest one. You came out to tell us that you and Buhari are one. After you have told us earlier that Buhari has failed, Jonathan has failed, Buhari has F9, Buhari has F10, Buhari has F11. Jonathan failed all subjects. Then later you came up again and told us that you are Buhari, Buhari is you, you took over from Buhari, so you took over from yourself. Then you have failed. If Buhari has failed, you have failed. Because you are Buhari and Buhari is you. The worst of all is that some thoughtless Nigerians will be clapping hands for you whenever you are talking your gambis. Because I don't know what they understand from what you are saying. Whether you are speaking English, or you are speaking Greek, or you are speaking French, we don't even know what you are saying. And they will be clapping their hands for you. That is where the problem of Nigeria lies. Nigeria will follow anything. Even if a pig is talking now, Nigeria will clap hands for a pig. Because everybody is fighting for the God of his belly. What can I get? They are taking advantage of you. They know you are vulnerable. So they are taking advantage of your incapacity. They are taking advantage of your inability to rule this country. At least by the time you are going, many of them have become multi-billionaires because you lack accountability, you lack ideology, and you say you are fighting corruption. Which corruption are you fighting? How can corruption fight corruption? Get out!